WWE. Yeah.
What you gotta say to that ass?
Oh man.
That's great.
But we heard
that ass.
We heard the.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Listen, y'all, we got another 50 Cent diss record, and this time it has nothing to do with T.I. or his sons, okay? Apparently, Maino is the latest to send shots at 50 Cent, and according to Maino, he says he wants all the smoke after 50 Cent released the AI video of the remix to No More Tricks, which is a Max B record. Of course, 50 Cent jumped on the record, but whoever edited the video made it seem like 50 was sending shots at the whole Let's Rap About It podcast. So initially, when 50 put out this video yesterday, Maino reacted on his page, okay? And in the post, Maino said, "Damn, Fifth, you made us wait 4 months for this? Okay, let the games begin." Okay, this was yesterday. And of course, this morning, Maino drops Bleed Like Us, okay, a 50 Cent diss. And in the caption, Maino says, "Hey, Fifth, I was always the first one out the car when that blue Ford spent the block." Okay, so listen, we got another diss going at 50 Cent. This time, Maino says he wants all the smoke. And man, I mean, damn, like I said, shout out to Max right now. I know he happy to finally, put out the visuals to this record he has with 50 Cent, but it kind of puts Max in a tricky situation because we all know he has unresolved issues with Jim Jones, and right now everybody is sending shots at 50 Cent. And for the most part, some people say that, the bars are mid when it comes to 50 in his verse, but like I said, for the past several weeks, T.I. and his sons was going at 50 Cent. I mean, we got a whole list of people that's been sending shots at 50. And, for the most part, fans, they just wanted to hear some new bars from 50 Cent. And I'm going to be real, outside of a shot here and there, you can't really say 50 has dropped an official diss record going at anyone. Everything has been calculated, right? He dropped the Power theme song. Everyone's saying, you know what, Fifth was smart for actually releasing something like that because, again, he made a little shot going at T.I. and Tiny. But for the most part, everyone's like, you know what, this is a win for Fifth, saying that everyone's going to hear that, theme song every time, a new episode pops up, right? This is people's logic, or at least those, who are fans of 50 Cent. But let's not forget, you still got real MCs like Papoose. I mean, listen, the list, it continues, right? Because a lot of people have, had their issues with 50 Cent, but Papoose, let's not forget, okay? He went straight at Fifth in a freestyle, just randomly, late at night, sending shots, got real disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie, if we had to rank all of the diss records from everyone, listen, Pat, his, freestyle in the whip, that's at the top of the list. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even when it comes to Maino and his diss record, it's not a bad record. But again, will 50 actually get in the booth and respond to a lot of these rappers? Listen, 50 just said it. If you're not making hit records, he's not motivated to respond, at least not on your terms. You get what I mean? Everything 50 does is calculated, and even with Papoose, that's the first angle he went at Pat with is make a hit record, right? As if anyone is making hit records in 2026, right? When we're talking about the rap game today, it's messed up, right? The streaming platforms robbing a lot of artists. Now, T.I., in the middle of his, back and forth with Fifth, he put out a record. Let him know. You know what I mean? This had nothing to do with the back and forth with Fifth, but it just shows that, artists still are motivated to put out quality records. You know what I mean? Now, aside from that, T.I. had to stand on business when it came to defending his wife's honor along, as well as his family. You get what I mean? His kids jumping in the beef as well. I think out of all of the records, Damani probably had the most impressive one because, again, he seemed like he talking to Fifth. You know what I mean? Now, again, that debate of Atlanta versus New York, the South is riding for T.I. and his family. You get what I mean? Now, New York, listen, right now, a lot of people feel like 50 is ducking smoke. You know what I mean? You don't want to respond to T.I. You know, you respond in the way of a theme song, but come on, let's not act like Fab didn't get it started at the top of the year, and now you got, you know, Maino jumping out there. Listen, y'all tell me, what are your thoughts on Maino in this 50 Cent diss record? Do you think it's enough to get 50 in the booth to actually drop a whole verse going at the whole Let's Rap About It podcast? Because again, 50's, you know, he's trolling. You know what I mean? He's gonna respond on his own terms, as you've seen what he did with T.I. in the verse. But I'm gonna be real. You know, these verses we're getting from 50, they're high, mid at best. I'm gonna be real. This isn't classic Fifth, and that's what I think real fans are waiting for. You know, that classic record where he just bodied them. You know what I'm saying? Get everyone out the way. Instead, it seemed like 50's playing with, you know, the competition, maybe underestimating it, because in the end, you know, everything is calculated. I guess at this point, certain artists feel like sending shots at 50 will help put a spotlight on their brand. However, for those who are in this for, you know, real bars, real lyrics, listen, man, y'all got to let me know, what are your thoughts on this Maino 50 Cent diss record? Were you impressed after hearing it? Again, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description because, again, Maino said he want all the smoke. Like I said, you know, at some point, 50 can talk about not wanting to release a verse, but you got all these real MCs coming outside, and I don't see Lloyd Banks or Yayo or Murder or anyone else coming to his defense anytime soon. So, Fifth, it looked like you out here on your own. Not to mention, you done put Max in a, you know, tricky situation because of his situation with Jim Jones. So, like I said, boy, Fifth, you slick with this one, but y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on this controversy involving Maino and 50 Cent? Did you like this diss record? Do you think 50 Cent will respond? Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest single, Love for Fashion, alright? Available on all streaming platforms. I'm about to bless y'all with a teaser from the video. If you like what you hear, make sure to hit the link in the description, head on over to his YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video, and make sure to tell him Rip sent you, alright? Alright y'all, peace.
Yeah, but real quick. Rick on sneakers with the real shirt. Oversized slacks, so the jean shorts. Matter of fact, I'm married, go right with the fit. Got a clear pepper, these Cartier frames got tints.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.